Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to today's Caffeine for the Soul. And I just wanted to share a really simple idea today. And it's what I've seen to be the difference that makes the difference between whether someone reads about the ideas in the Inside Out Revolution, reads about the three principles, reads about the work that I do around practical spirituality, and genuinely their life changes. Genuinely they transform. Somebody was saying to me the other day that they couldn't even imagine the person that I describe myself as having been when I was younger, knowing me now. Well, that's the nature of transformation. Everything is different after than before. It's not linear. You don't necessarily see a growth path. It happens through leaps in consciousness. It happens through shifts in our level of understanding. And those shifts are often talked about as insights. We get a sight from within. We see something in a new way. But perhaps an even better word for them is realizations. When something gets more real for us, it impacts us at a deeper level. And so I joke that the basic course in the three principles in the Inside Out Understanding is a very basic one. We live in thought-created realities, and behind those thought-created realities, before those thought-created realities, are three fundamental principles: mind, consciousness, and thought. And it is out of those three principles that those realities are created, and then we live inside the realities, which means that we feel thought. Our feeling in the moment is a feeling of thought in the moment, but it looks like it's the reality that thought's creating that's making us feel. So the analogy you've often heard me use, if you're a regular listener, is of a movie, that the projector of mind projects the content of thought onto the screen of consciousness, and then we experience it through the senses as if it's really happening. And we think it's happening because of what's going on in the movie. But it's just a movie. It's just thought. Now, the advanced course in the three principles, the advanced course in the Inside Out Understanding, is even simpler. It's just harder to grasp. The advanced course is, no, really, we really live in a thought-created reality. Our experience of life really does come 100% from thought in the moment and 0% from our circumstances or other people. No, really, there is an intelligence in us. We are of an intelligence so powerful that it has created entire universes. And that is in us, too. We are a part of it. That creative force you see in nature is part of human nature, which means that we really are infinitely creative. We really do have an innate health. We really are designed for success. We really can rely on the self-correcting mechanism of our own mind to bring us back to clarity, back to freedom, back to the place where new ideas can come again and again and again, no matter how far away we go from that truth in our minds. And so when I host the advanced course, I hosted a course and I called it the advanced course earlier this year, and it sold out within a week. And I think it was just because everyone kind of gets, yeah, I kind of get this, but I know I could get it deeper. Well, getting it deeper just means seeing the reality of it more clearly. And when you see the reality of it more clearly, you stop second guessing yourself. You relax into it. Not because, oh, I've stopped thinking, oh, I've been brainwashed, because I've really looked and I've really seen it. I mean, you could tell me I've been brainwashed into believing that the sky is blue, and that's kind of true. the sky isn't purely blue. I don't perceive it that way, and we know that different people with different uh, things going on with their eyes don't perceive it that way. But I'm being brainwashed by a fact. Like, it's close enough. I know what that means, right? You could say that I've been brainwashed into believing that the sun rises and the sun sets, but I know it doesn't really work quite like that. It's just a handy shorthand. I know that really it's the position of the planet relative to the sun and the rotation of the earth. Well, in the same way, we can start to see for real that our feelings only and always come from our thinking without having to never say, ooh, that pisses me off. Right? That's just semantic. The semantics are not where your bread is buttered. The semantics are not where you have a breakthrough. You have a breakthrough when you realize something, when it becomes more real for you. And I'm just going to give you a very simple thing to play with this week. Whenever you come across something in my work, in the work of anyone teaching the principles, in the work of anyone talking about spiritual truth, after you read what they say, if you hear yourself say it, follow it up with the sentence, no, really, and see if it lands more deeply. See if when you say, no, really, you're more inclined to dismiss it out of hand because actually, really, it's not quite like that. Or does no really take you deeper into the truth? And as you go deeper into the truth of the way life just works better. Have fun, learn heaps, and I'll talk to you soon.